Right, here we go then. We're all set up, that's ready to feed in. Switch it on, hopefully it doesn't move about too much. Yeah, it's kind of working. Okay, so it's taking shape now. Yeah, I've got it the right width, I've got it the right diameter all the way around. So now it's a case of getting the splines cut in, which is going to be the tricky and time consuming part, but here it goes. Dilly dilly. Okay, so I've now cut in with the fine blade the start of the splines. So a really thin blade on, just basically had it in the vise there, got it set up, got the depth set, and then basically just cut in the lines. So now I've got a guide to work off, nice and straight lines on the splines all the way around. Still looks a little bit unsightly, but we can certainly see it's taking shape. So now is either set up the Dremel and start cutting in the angles. So basically we've got all the pieces laid out here. So again, it's just finding one that's going to give us the right taper on the splines, and then I'll just use the lines that I've cut in as a guide to just work it backwards and forwards on the Dremel. And hopefully that'll shape the splines. Dilly dilly. Okay, all done. For a couple of hours graft. I don't think that's a bad job, like. At all. So I'm going to put it back in the final drive now. And I'm just going to see if it meshes. But yeah, I mean, you would never know really. Get in. Okay, so we have one fixed shaft. So here's the reverse gear engaging. Yeah, so that spins around there, that's in forward, and then we stop and then engage reverse. I've tested it all the way around. It doesn't matter where it's at, it will go in and engage. So that is top banana. Yeah, reverse gear fixed. Dilly dilly. Okay, so put the gasket sealant around. Yeah, I've connected everything back up, springs back on. So that'll be where the cable connects. And we can see there that's engaging reverse just fine. So I can pop the case back on now, or the cover. Let the gasket set while I'm putting it back together, and then we just need to top it up with the oil. I've got a 75/90. Cool. Onwards and upwards. Dilly dilly. Okay, so all back together. Start her up. See she drives forward and reverse. That's all good. Split reverse. Try without splitting the engine off. That's the fix. Okay, so some good news. The Boom Trike has been insured today in preparation for MOT, which is hoping to happen next week. Okay, on with the brakes now. So I did have this caliper here that was sticking. So I've popped the piston out. Inside does look a little bit corroded, as we can see. So I'm getting the thick of it out. I think the main issue was this top groove here, which is where the dust boot fits into. That was quite well pitted and corroded, so rust coming through. And what that does is basically where this sits inside that groove, wherever there's rust, it pushes out on the seal, and therefore putting more pressure on the piston. So that potentially was the issue. So I've been around there with the screwdriver, getting all the rust out, sprayed it with brake cleaner, went in with the compressed air to get all the brake cleaner out and crap. So I'm just about to rebuild now. I'll put a little bit of copper grease on the inside of this to prevent further rusting before I reassemble, put the seals in, primary seal, dust seal, and then push the piston back in, wind it back, connect it back to the bike, and test and adjust. Dilly dilly. Okay, all back together. And when I push it now, it's all free. So that is a fix on the brakes, provided that they actually function correctly now. So the first little test run out, I'll move the car, go for a little spin up the street and back. See how we get on. Dilly dilly. Okay, we now have all the lights working. I've got to just tighten this one up. But apart from that, yes, that's main beam, high beam, dip beam, side lights, and off. And if we come to the back, fog light, reverse light, we've got brake and tail lights and indicators stroke four ways. And last but not least, we have the horn. Now, believe it or not, she's ready for MOT. Might get it down tomorrow. Dilly dilly. Well, I'll give her a quick polish up. Just a quick wipe over, like, got the seats to put on, obviously. But yeah, it's, she's looking alright. She's looking well. Yeah, so hopefully get it down for MOT tomorrow. There is still some little electrical issues. Whether it'll pass MOT or not, I don't know. But so when we have the ignition on, we can see there we have half tank of fuel, speedo. But when I put the lights on, speedo goes off, fuel goes up to full, and there's a little flicker on the temperature that drops down. So yeah, don't know what's happening there. However, I think it'll still pass MOT. Yeah, running well, no smoke. Pretty much good to go. Dilly dilly.